Hey guys, this is Matt for another Minecraft video. So, causing trouble already. So we're here at the second Afrovian Convocation. I'm super excited because we've got all sorts of things going on right now. So let me go ahead and get started off with the State of the Kingdom. So it has been a week since we had our last convocation. Actually, 5 hours less than a week because we were switching the times around so people in different time zones can participate. As it stands right now, we have 171 faction mates in Afrovia. Now, to put that into perspective, a week ago we had 119. So we've added more than 50 faction mates in 1 week. Absolutely insane growth. How long can this be maintained? I have no idea. But so as you can tell, we're continuing to grow well. Lots of things happening here. People are standing on cakes for some weird reason. And that's what we do. And someone just added a chessboard. I thought this was extremely creative. I think Jep did this in our F-Home Recruit portal area. And for those that are not quite up to chess, here's a little tic-tac-toe for you. But so the main things that are happening right now in the faction are along the lines of growth. In addition to growing lots of new members, we are expanding our Commonwealth. So I haven't really talked much about this, but the Commonwealth is mentioned in the Codex Afrovium. That's our code book, and essentially the Commonwealth is what might be termed an empire on MassiveCraft. I don't like to think of it like an empire. We're not subjugating people. We're just allowing people to be part of Afrovia while maintaining their own faction, doing their own thing. So it's kind of a way to play with the team here without having to be part of the faction. So an example of this is Undercover, and I'm just doing /FF Undercover right now. They are an earldom, the earldom of Undercover, part of the Afrovian Commonwealth. And in fact, we're going to go check them out right now just because I thought what they were doing is kind of cool. So if you guys want to join me, I'm going to /FHome Undercover right now. People are throwing diamonds because that's what we do. And so the concept behind the Commonwealth, for those watching this video, is that the more chunks that you claim, the higher title you can be recognized within the Afrovian Commonwealth. So what's going on here? I'm getting a little bit of TP glitch. Wow.
Caution, there's a hole over here, guys. No one fall down the hole by the beacon. Caution, there's a hole.
Hole by the beacon. That's the first place I'm going. Where is it? There it is. Ah, no. So this is just another build that has taken place. This is really cool what you've done, guys. In a natural cavern. Those of you who are not familiar with MassiveCraft, they have custom maps and with custom algorithms and things like that. And sometimes they build these awesome caverns here. And wow, this is really, really cool. Just kind of a real simple. I like the glow
Yeah, it's supposed
stone
to
you
look
got
like
there.
natural crystals that we put in.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Nether. You kind of the way the glowstone forms in the Nether. So that's cool. So I Fear PvP, you're the one who headed off and through an alt built this. This is kind of like an alt faction.
User joined your channel.
It's entirely possible for non-alt factions to be members of the Afrovian Commonwealth. We have others who are made entirely of distinct individuals. Actually, we have two others. So
another one. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So it's growing. So let's see. Another one was Diligence. I'll just take a look here. So probably misspelling it. Diligence. Here we are. There's a barony of Diligence from the Afrovian Commonwealth and others as well. So anyway, this is really cool. I like what you've done here. So going back kind of the State of the Kingdom, my goal for us is to achieve 500 faction mates, or at least Commonwealth mates, within the next few months. And I know that's just a crazy, obscene goal. I mean, the largest faction on here that I'm aware of is or was Tiberia. There's a kind of a bit of competition for the largest faction, but and they have a little bit over 200 members. So we're going to try to more than double the current largest faction on the server at 500 members. So we'll see if we can do that. We've made a lot of progress in a lot of ways. If I do /FF, we can see that people have achieved various combat mastery titles: Axe Master, Blade Master, Bow Master.
User disconnected from
We even have someone who's achieved the Arms Master title, which is mastery in all 4 of the combat MCMMO skills. So that's progressing nicely. People are becoming more effective at using weapons, and we're growing the number of PvPers. Related to that, I want to announce a new title out here. We have a new champion, and I'm delighted to announce that White Panda, you have earned the title champion for the sheer damage and chaos that you've caused to our enemies. I've had them come to me and say, "Oh my God, this guy is just killing us." And that's what's got to happen in order to get the title champion. Is you got to be able to kill enemies over and over and over and over again until they actually come and say, "Yeah, I can't take this anymore. Call them off." So well done. You will be able to hide or to hold that title. In fact, I think it's kind of merciful, seeing as you now have Axe Master, Blade Master, and Bow Master as a title. We'll just maybe kind of clean that up and just have like a much shorter blue champion title for you, Panda. So anyway, well done. I've also got some announcements to make along the terms of promotions. So a bunch of people have been working really, really hard to build our base up. Our town wall is the first phase of it is complete. So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but I'm gonna head back to F home. But we now have a 27 block high wall surrounding our entire town. And that's made of spruce trees that we grew. We leveled it to 26 blocks. We added a layer of dirt on top of it, and we are now in the process of expanding that. I'm having a little bit of a TP glitch here. But I don't even know if I can see it from the walls from inside here, but it's pretty far out there. So, and anyway, this wall is going to, at some point in the future, be able to protect the town itself. We're definitely not there yet. I can see it slowly growing as my video loads here. But anyway, you can see that we're going to be putting a second layer of spruce trees, growing that wall to at least 40. It might be as high as 42 or 52 or 53. I have to do some math on that. I want to make sure people aren't able to get on top of this wall and then to purl inside our castle walls. So that's the one limiting factor on the height of this town wall. But we are nowhere near yet unraidable. I'm not sure we will ever be unraidable, just to be totally clear on that. But the goal here is to add defenses and obstacles to raiders such that in time, and I guess I'm going to say maybe another week and a half or 2 weeks, that we will have far fewer raiders than we currently have. And so I want to recognize people that have been working hard out here. We have lots and lots of buildings outside the castle surrounding the inner ring of plots has almost been totally taken up. Therefore, in the next few days, I'll be laying out the outer ring of 1x1 plots. In other words, one chunk plots out there that are on the other side of that road outside our castle. Beyond that, we'll have 2 more rings. So don't worry, there's plenty of plots. There's actually a total of 144 plots in the town design that I have in mind. And the first inner 2 rings are 1 chunk plots. The 2 outer rings are actually 2x2 chunks. So they're 4 chunk plots. And those will become available in the coming days and weeks. So going back to what I mentioned briefly, member promotions, I'm excited to do this. So here's the folks that are being promoted to member, and I want to remind you that we are doing this in limited numbers. We're doing this in limited numbers. We're not giving out a huge number of promotions all at once, and so you'll have to be patient if your name isn't called. But these are people who have contributed to the faction, who have absolutely been of benefit to us, who have made sure to keep funds in their account to pay their taxes, and who have supported the bigger picture in growing our faction, strengthening our defenses, and dealing with our enemies. So those include I Fear PvP, Ballin' in Shoes 23, Noananium, Door, BitBop80, Kawaii Ginger, BT Bowers, RSA123, Scooter Guy 129, representing, and BB. Congratulations, guys. You've been great. It's been lots of fun playing with you. That's why we're here. We're here to have fun. So people that contribute to that make the game more fun. I love having you guys as members. You can now have free reign throughout the castle. That does not mean that everything in the castle's chests are yours to take. If you need something for personal use, as far as I'm concerned, you're welcome to take it. But don't be going in there and just like looting all of our chests. So those are the members who have been promoted. I also want to mention that we've gotten a bunch of people who have taken up the challenge that I gave last convocation for certain positions. So, in fact, Nick Zulu has taken up the Master Guide position. Nick is taking responsibility for welcoming new members into our faction. Nick's going to be watching for people who are looking for a faction and reaching out to them. And Nick and I are going to be working closely together to kind of build a process to bring lots and lots of people into MassiveCraft, into Afrovia, and to train them on what they need to do in order to be successful, to help with PvP, to help with building, all those sorts of things. And so that is under Nick's area of responsibility. In addition, we have Minecraftia 101, who's agreed to become Master Victualler. Minecraftia 101 is now responsible for making sure that our food chests are full, and he's bringing on other victualers to help him. I should mention Nick will be bringing on other guides to help him. These are not single individuals that are doing all this. These are people who are leaders and building teams to help them. And so this is all about building those teams. In addition, O Fallen Star has taken on the role of Master Brewer. He's going to be responsible for making sure we have PvP potions. He's not responsible for making sure you have haste 2 or whatever nuanced potions you want, but he is going to make sure that we have things like speed, strength, all these really important potions, health potions, obviously, for PvP. Jep the Legend has taken on the Master Festivalier position, and in fact, you can see he's already starting off with these simple games here. He's got a lot of great ideas for being able to build games and festivals where we can invite our allies, our growing list of allies. I'll be talking about that in just a minute. To take part in challenges. We'll be offering prizes and things like that. Basically, we want to be a center of fun social activity. So that's what Jep the Legend has signed up for. So a lot of these jobs are being filled now. If you're looking to help out, please reach out to any of these individuals. If you want to help bring new people into Afrovia, then reach out to Nick. If you want to help with brewing potions, reach out to O Fallen Star. If you want to help throw parties, reach out to Jep. And if you want to help feed us, reach out to Minecraftia 101. There's plenty of work to do and lots of things going on. Even if we're out of cakes, I guess that's Minecraftia's responsibility. Maybe that's Jep. I don't know. Are cakes food or are they just festivals, festival type stuff? I don't know. Whatever. We'll figure it out. So lots of things happening. On the international relations front, I'm delighted to note that Tiberia, the largest faction on MassiveCraft, sued for peace. I had a great meeting with those guys. I posted a video on it. I'm sure some of you guys have watched that. And so I'm delighted that we are now at a truce with Tiberia. It's important for us, and I think it's very likely that in the not-too-distant future we may be full-blown allies. And I don't take allies lightly. Becoming an ally is something that I give a lot of thought to, and it's something that needs to be a long-term relationship as far as I'm concerned. That's my view on alliances and things like that. So I'm hopeful that we will continue to deal with our enemies and to turn some of them to truces and allies. And for those that are stubborn enemies, I'm sure that we are going to be bringing it to them sooner rather than later, especially as we grow and add more PvPers to our efforts. So related to PvP, I want to announce a quick opportunity for everyone. I've been approached with a deal by one of our friends on the server to offer us a chest full of god swords and or god axes for the low price of 100 regals each. So it's just a shade. It's like 101 regals, but close enough. We're like 100 regals each. So if you guys are interested in getting a god sword or a god axe, that means unbreaking 3, sharpness 5. If it's a sword, fire aspect 2. I want to hear later on in the call feedback on that. Just looking at chat, looks like people want it. So it looks like we'll probably be going forward with that. So that may be something that I go and purchase, and then I just, for those that want to take advantage of that, then they can just buy those things from me at that cost. So just a way for us to kind of pool all of our resources and get that. God armor is fairly easy to get in the sense that if you're premium, you're going to keep it upon death. But it's those god weapons that can sometimes go away rather quickly. So let's see. We've talked about all the kind of the key things that I wanted to talk about now in the state of the kingdom and the announcements and promotions. So it's time to turn this over to the Peanut Gallery, all of you guys here, and to have an opportunity for feedback from you guys. So I'm going to pop over to TeamSpeak, and we'll just run through this. I Fear PvP, you're the first person who's not muted. Anything you'd like to say here?
I still don't agree with the truce to Tiberia. I'm just gonna have to grow on it. And the only reason I really don't like them because they were the first person. They were like the first faction that actually killed me. That's like the one reason I don't like agree with that. But I mean, obviously, it's not gonna go away. So I'm just gonna have to live with it.
Well, I appreciate, we have rough folks in this faction. Not all of us are just builders and whatnot. So, and we need you rough folks that want to, mix it up. So, I think that that there'll be an opportunity for you to express the angst that you feel for having had your stuff taken towards one of our other enemies, and maybe we can invite them to a tournament or something like that, and you can kind of take it out within a tournament format. You remember who killed you?
Attacking appendix.
Attacking Appendix. So I think we're going to have to make sure a special invite is given to Attacking Appendix. Perhaps at the first tournament that we throw, whenever that's going to be, we can have a nice 1v1 or something like that between you and Attacking Appendix. Have an opportunity for you to get a little bit of payback. Does that sound like something that might work for you?
I would do it, but I know he's pretty good at PvP.
So we'll just 2v1 him real quick. He won't even know what hit him. So I'm kidding. We're not going to do that. But
Alright, has my back. Don't worry.
all right. So Nick, any comments? That was a great comment, Nick. Thanks so much. Representing. Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Nick.
Happy 2016.
Happy 2016. Yeah, 2016. Crazy. Just like it's every year. It's like a year more. That's
yeah,
deep.
Exactly.
All right. Representing. You got anything you want to add?
Yeah, we're out of cakes, and
Oh, Lord.
I'm pretty sure it would fall under festivals and or food.
I'm over here starving. What are you gonna do about
A
this?
bit of both. These potatoes aren't doing very good, you know.
Yeah, I'm over here starving.
You're starving? There you go. There's some steak for you.
The cakes had deliciousness 4 on them.
Ooh, well, they went fast then, probably.
You back away.
All right. Is there anyone else that would like to give a shout out or comment or question, anything like that? Now's the time. Go for it. All right, Scooter guy.
Hashtag blame Jason.
Oh, shush. I just wanted to say I truly agree that we are allied with or truced with Tiberia. We're not doing any good on the server if just fighting and doing nonsense.
All right. I think there's got to be a mix of nonsense and fighting and other stuff. I personally like I'm more of a builder, so I love seeing a big old town come together. 484 secure chunks. That's what we're going to have in a couple weeks. Maybe not totally secure, but relatively secure chunks. And lots of. I can't wait to see how this town turns out. You guys, each of you, are doing kind of creative, distinct builds. So we'll see where that comes out. But we also, we got PvPers in the faction. We got to give them folks to fight. So. All right. Anybody else? Going once, twice, thrice, whatever. What's after thrice? Quitrice? I don't know.
I don't know.
Christ.
I don't know, like Trinity.
Uno,
I don't know.
dos, tres.
No, because Trinity.
Well,
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
for those of you watching this video, if you know what's after thrice, and don't just tell me 4 times, but what the single word that's after thrice, put it in the comments. And thanks so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. We are all doing this together, and it's been awesome. So we'll do this again in a week. Thanks, guys. Bye.